What's up, guys? Welcome back to Boxing Resume. I'm doing a video on Ricky Hatton. He recently passed away, committed suicide. I got my brother here, and we just want to show some respect to the legend, Ricky Hatton. Speak a little about what he meant to us and what we remember as kids and watching. I was in high school when he beat Costa Seuss. Chime in, Michael.
Well, first of all, we definitely want to pay our respects to the absolute legend of Ricky Hatton. There's only one Ricky Hatton. If you know, you know. That chant was incredible when it happened. The passion that people showed toward Ricky Hatton when he had the biggest fights of his career, especially against Mayweather. Many things, but we'll talk about that later. I want to say rest in peace to him. I want to send my condolences to his family, considering that, he does have children that are in the boxing world. He has a long family.
Yeah, I believe his son just recently retired.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm sure this is devastating to him.
It's sad because I know he was struggling with depression in the past, and he openly admitted that he had suicidal thoughts.
He alluded to many struggles with suicide in the past, and he essentially chalked it up to believing that it wasn't masculine enough to express his struggle with it. So he would just keep it inside. Another lesson is to, express yourself around the people that love you. Don't believe that you're in this battle by yourself. You have people that care for you that will be devastated if you do. Yeah. Make the type of decision that we allegedly believe Ricky Hatton has taken, and it's based off reports that I've read. And he was outwardly speaking about this, so it's unfortunate that he was able to be succumbed to it. And maybe later, I could theorize on maybe why that was the case.
Yeah, more information will come out. And I feel like this is going to get overshadowed because it's happening in big time in boxing. Like, Crawford just pulled off a huge victory over Canelo, and then we get the sad news that Ricky Hatton passed away.
The dichotomy of those two.
Yeah, I feel like people are not going to be talking as much about Ricky Hatton, be that he was more of an international star, but he was remembered for those big fights that he had, especially with Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. So I feel like he definitely made a big impact in boxing, and we should definitely show some respect. And a message to those out there struggling, like, I'm a big component of therapy. I had, after my mom passed away, I had therapy. I seeked help. And there's no shame in talking to a therapist, psychologist, or people in that field. It definitely works and it helps. I don't know Ricky Hatton's situation, if he had that type of help, but if you feel like you need help, do not hesitate to get professional help. It really does work, and I can vouch for that.
Absolutely. Ricky Hatton was an incredible fighter. He showed a bunch of toughness and durability. He always moved forward. He always brought the action, so the fans could never complain about that. But what the other side of it is, the consequences of being that type of fighter is that eventually in your older life you can go through something described as CTE, which has been made famous because of Will Smith's movie, which was covering the autopsy of ex-football players, and they discovered this condition. So
another famous case is Aaron Hernandez. It was thought that he was a victim of that as well.
Well, remember that the brain is an orb of interconnected wiring. So there's a myriad of different effects. It's almost like a cosmic level of infinite possibilities that could happen to the brain when it's damaged. So yes, one person may exhibit aggression, extra aggression. Maybe someone else exhibits depression and internal pain and damage. You know what I mean? They tend to internalize it. So
We really don't know.
But we don't know. We're just alleging it because I am such an anti-suicide advocate that I never want to connect weakness to Ricky Hatton. And I totally don't believe he committed suicide, if he did, allegedly, if the reports are correctly, due to weakness. It's due to this condition, the CT. That would be my theory. That's what I was alluding to earlier. And to me, there's gonna be a lot of theories. But we have to never forget that this is the reason why Mayweather's career was moving the way he was moving, taking year-long breaks, fixating on defense because of the stories of Muhammad Ali, because of now the stories of Freddie Roach, now with Ricky Hatton. Just leave on a positive note. Say your favorite memory. What was your favorite memory of Ricky Hatton's career?
The press conference, the Floyd Mayweather press conference when they was traveling all over, and Ricky Hatton was really entertaining, had a great personality. Right. So I think one of the things that I definitely remember, even before the fight started, like he got the fight because he actually started talking crap about Floyd Mayweather. And I remember when they asked about Floyd Mayweather after Ricky Hatton knocked out Jose Luis Castillo, who arguably a lot of people feel like he beat Mayweather. Right. And right after the fight, he said, they asked him about Floyd Mayweather, and he was like, well, I think you just saw more action in this fight here tonight than you've seen in Floyd Mayweather's entire career, and I'll just leave it at that. That's Floyd awesome. Mayweather got mad as hell. That's why the fight happened. Well, when they asked Floyd Mayweather after his fight, and he said that about Floyd not being entertaining, Floyd Mayweather saw it, and even Ellaby admitted that Floyd Mayweather heard that, and he was like, make the fucking fight. That motivated him? Make the fucking fight. And then Floyd Mayweather started talking shit, calling him a midget, and that back and forth created a classic battle in the ring. That's awesome. For me, I will always remember the night of the fight with Mayweather because I couldn't see the fight myself. I was a minor. My brother had put me onto the game. The last time I ever voted or went against Mayweather, and I was such a fan of Ricky Hatton. I was going for Ricky Hatton. There was only one Ricky Hatton, and it was such an amazing event. And after that, after he was able to beat the style of fighter that Ricky Hatton was, that proved to me that Mayweather was ready for everybody, and I never went against Mayweather. So after he beat Ricky Hatton, that solidified to me that Mayweather was the greatest in the era, and I never went against him again. So Ricky Hatton, never went against him. I never went against him again. Even when he fought Cotto. Yep. And shout out to Ricky Hatton when he came back and started. He had a great comeback fight, and he got dropped in the stomach. But he should have been proud of himself for that. His comeback fight, he lost. But he was doing really good. He was winning the whole fight, and then got hit with a liver shot. Right. And it was over. Against a good fighter, I think he should have took an easier fight. Absolutely. So shout out to Ricky Hatton. Rest in peace, champ. RIP. And please like, comment, and subscribe. Give me your take. Any memories that you guys might have on Ricky Hatton, just drop it in the comment section. Peace out, y'all.